And then to my young people, I'm graduating. Congratulations. You guys are lucky. Now you're lucky because somehow you got here, and you know everyone doesn't. You know, there are a lot of kids who don't graduate. The statistics are overwhelming, so you guys are special. Beyond having people who are in your corner, sometimes you may or may not like what that looks like, but they're there. You guys chose to take the coaching. You chose to do what it takes to graduate, and so you should be acknowledged, and so I acknowledge you all for that. So, college, that's what's next. It is great. Somehow, if I could manage to go back and do it again, I would love to. It is probably the best time that you will ever have in your life, if that's what you choose to make it. Now, it's totally up to you guys. But here's why it's great. I mean, on one hand, you can be away from home. There's no one telling you what to do. It's freedom, but with that freedom does come responsibility. We'll talk about that a little later. But it's an adventure. If you're going away to school, you have a chance to totally reinvent yourself, if you choose, or really to express yourself. Sometimes being in high school, being amongst friends and family can be a little constraining. People expect you to do certain things or have ways you may have grown up being, but you may know yourself to be someone else. And it's a great opportunity to explore that. So I like college because it's a time where you can take on almost anything.
You gotta keep it to the mic.
No more? Okay.
Gonna be upset with
All right. This better? Yes?
Yes.
Awesome. Okay. So college is an opportunity to get to know yourself, to express yourself. And if you don't know who that is, it's a chance to find yourself. And this is the best adventure and the best place I can think of to do it. I call it the transitional period. Now, when you get out into the real world, you'll have things to worry about like car notes and mortgages and rents and groceries. All those things that keep us running around, hustling, making money, worried. And it's fine, we do it, and I love it. God provides, so it's not a big deal, but what's so great about college, you don't have to worry about all that stuff. It's handled. In fact, you get all the freedoms and luxuries of being an adult without any of the responsibilities. The only thing you have to be responsible for is how you manage your time and how you conduct yourself. And you guys have got that down. I know that your parents and your village have taught you how to handle yourself. So all there is for you to do is do it. But you want to take advantage of all the opportunities on your campus. So what does that look like? When you get there, you want to check out all the clubs and activities that just pique your interest. I remember I always wanted to join the Duke Skydiving Club. I was afraid. I'm going to jump out of an airplane. I'm not going to do it. And for 4 years, I thought about it, and I never did. Now when I look back, I'm like, why didn't I do it? Now, not that I can't skydive, and I will skydive, but it was one of those opportunities I didn't take advantage of. You get a chance to study abroad. You get a chance to take the tuition that somebody's paying for. And we want to talk about who that is, whether it be your parents, scholarships, loans, whatever. You can go to another part of the world. And same thing, you're not worried about, what am I going to eat? Where am I going to sleep? You get a chance to just go and explore the culture. Who does that? We don't have the opportunity as adults. I mean, we can create some things for ourselves, but you guys have an opportunity to explore the world. I took ballroom dancing for the first time in college. I love it. So to this day, I'm a ballroom dancer. But why? They offered it on campus. Didn't cost me anything. It was a PE class. It was great. So you can do anything. So we talk about going to college and getting good grades. That's the easy part. You guys know how to study, yes? You know how to study. You know how to do it. You can get that job done. So the job of college is not to get a degree. I mean, that's kind of like the booby prize. Oh, I got a degree. But what you really get a chance to do is find out who you are. You can find that divine purpose. Now, what I talk about is like, who are you and what are you here to bring to the world? Each and every creature on this planet has a purpose. There's nothing here by mistake. I don't like spiders, but I am clear that they have a role because God didn't make any mistakes, so he didn't make any with you all. or with you. So you have a chance to figure out, what's my purpose? Who am I? What do I want to do in the world? You got 4 years to figure it out. Don't waste time. Now look, I want you to have fun, don't get me wrong, because college is all about having fun. But I'm going to give you the secrets, all right? If you have a pen and paper, you might want to write this down, because this is the good stuff. This is the secret to getting the most out of what's next in your life. So the first one, exploration. Take the time to find yourself. Take some interesting classes. Use those electives. If something seems interesting, check it out. I got into yoga in college because I wanted to stay fit, and I wasn't playing sports, so I took on trying all these different PE classes. And to this day, I have a wonderful, peaceful exercise that I can do for the rest of my life, no matter how old I get. And it's wonderful, so explore. But number 2, now this is the big one. You guys ready? You ready? Yeah. Relationship building, also known as networking. Now this is the thing I wish I had known. Because I went to school with some pretty awesome people, well-connected people, people who had resources and backgrounds, but I didn't understand that in the real world, connections trump knowledge 80% of the time. You really want to test to that too, boss? Okay. So what you want to use this opportunity for is to start learning how to build those kinds of relationships that will make the difference from now until the end of your life. Now, you want to make good friends, definitely. My friends from college, my line sisters who were in engineering programs, but there weren't that many black engineers, so we had to stick together to actually graduate. I love them. I love them dearly. They support me in the work that I do. I love them. But the things that got me through school were some of those connections that I didn't even realize were key. So whatever department you're in, you want to get really good friends with the head of that department. They will look out for you. They will make sure you graduate. Connie pulled me through the School of Engineering, kicking and screaming, because she understood that that degree would be invaluable, no matter what I chose to do with my life. You want to make your way to the Career Counseling Center. You want to befriend one of those counselors, because they will hook you up with the internships. They'll let you know when companies are coming to town to interview. They will help you determine and figure out what you're here for. But you've got to make friends with them. Make them love you. Go see them. Hang out with them. Take them to lunch. You've got a meal plan. Your parents will understand. I'm networking. I'm building relationships. It's okay. You want to make sure that you surround yourself with a team of people that are going to make sure you win. This is the key. You take this skill from here until the end of your life. No matter what you want to do in the world, your connections can adapt. So relationship building. This is one of the key things you want to get out of your education. And then finally, you want to make sure you have as much fun as possible. Like I said, this is the time you get all the perks of the adulthood with none of the responsibilities. It'll never come back. So what that means is you want to play and you want to have a good time, but you want to be an adult, because this is it. You guys are young adults now. You're not kids anymore. So you're going to have to realize that if you stay out partying late, you still have classes, and be responsible for that. You have to put aside time to study and research and prepare, but realize that there's time for everything. This is where you start to learn how to have it all, and have it all responsibly. So, how do you do all that? Build those relationships, have fun, and explore. How do you know what's good, what's bad, what's right, what's wrong? These skills I'm going to really share with you here. It's going to help you sort all that out. Now, the first one is prayer. This is the number one thing you want to do. If you're ever in a situation and you don't know right from wrong, do I go left, do I go right, you can't make a phone call, and it's just you and God, put a start praying. Okay? But the thing about prayer, and this goes hand in hand with prayer, you can call it meditation, you can call it reflection, you can call it contemplation. I don't care what you call it, but you have to listen. You've got to create time in your schedule to sit, be quiet, and contemplate on the word, on what you're praying on, to actually be open and receptive to hear what God is trying to tell you. Because if you have a question, and if you have a concern, you will get an answer, but you have to create the time to get it. The third key, this is what I call you need to download, and you need to journal. If you're truly in prayer and meditation about all those decisions in your life, you will start to be inspired. You will get ideas and things that will come to your mind in the middle of the night while you're riding on the bus across campus, or you're sitting in class, and you want to capture those things, because that is God talking to you. When it lights you up and it makes you excited, that's inspiration, which to be in spirit, which to have the Spirit speaking to you. So you want to write it down. You wake up in the middle of the night with an idea, just write it down. It may not make any sense to you right now. It'll make sense later. When you're feeling stressed out, write it out. Release all the negativity, all the concerns. It's going to happen. Your first finals week, I promise, will have you pulling your hair out. And you will be wondering, how am I going to make it through? Well, this goes to the next one, your support network. The people who are here in this room, the people who come to your graduation, who come to your open house, who are here to support you, you want to pull on those people. You want to choose your friends wisely. The people you surround yourself with on campus will influence what you do, how you do it, and what you get into. Now, I'm not saying just hang out with the conservative people, have a little fun, but you want to be aware that you're with people who are on the same track you are. So choose your friends wisely. Those are the people who will say, we need to study and not go hang out at the Kappa party. It may be fun, but we got a test tomorrow. And you guys will have a lot of fun studying and having fun and eating pizza and doing all the good things that you do in those late night study sessions. But you want to have those people in your life. You want those kind of friends. But what goes with that is what I call the social balance. So you want to work hard. Definitely want to work hard. And you want to play hard, because you want to have a good time. But you want to also create time to relax. They say that on the seventh day God rested. And we go to church every Sunday, we have this time, we're praising and we're worshiping. But there's a space for you to simply relax. College has a lot of pressure. Life beyond college will have a lot of pressure. And what you have to start to cultivate now is understanding to give yourself time to relax, to reflect, and to renew. So whether it's your Saturday morning ritual, like mine, was to make a nice big breakfast and sit in front of the TV and watch X-Men and other cartoons, because I'm a nerd, I love cartoons, sci-fi, that's who I am. But I created time for myself every week to do nothing. Whether I would go to the gardens and sit on the blanket, read a book, listen to some music, it was time to do nothing. Give yourself some time to do nothing. Create that balance. You don't want to be on the go having fun, on the go getting the job done. Take some time to stop. The final piece that you want to take away from college is to just be. Don't worry about what people think. Don't worry about whether you should or shouldn't. If you're the only person on your campus who wants to take Pilates, do it. Be yourself. You know who you are. Be that person. And be that person fully, be fully self-expressed. And when you look back at this time in life, you'll be able to smile and say, I had a great time. And it got me on the path to living my divine purpose and being a contribution to the world. So, my parents, thank you. My students, I acknowledge you. To my village members, they're going to need you. So send the care packages, do the phone calls, check up on them. It makes a difference. Even when they say they're busy, send the text messages, because during those hard times when they're stressed out and they're wondering, can I do this? Should I go back? Should I change my major? Those words of encouragement will make a difference. Call your parents back. Call them back. And enjoy what's next. Your life is waiting. You guys are beautiful. You're awesome. I'm so proud of you. And I look forward to finding out what you guys do with yourselves.